Okay. All right. So, hi, YouTube. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina Fox, and today I'm here to talk to you about the price of indecision. The price of indecision. As many of you know, I'm a gospel artist, and this is my channel. I have uploaded some songs, some lovely singles that you can check out anytime you want. But this year, 2021, I have decided to start a video blog where I'm going to be talking to you about, several things that come to mind, come to play in life, different issues. I'm going to be coming to you talking to you about different issues. So I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're going to have a great time, I promise, Subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's have a great time studying, learning, and unlearning together in 2021. All right, hold on a bit. I'm going to wipe this. All right, how is it? I think it's better now. Okay, so the price of indecision. For many, indecision is a way of life, and seeing how destructive or how how not so good indecision is, I think that many do not really fully realize how indecision can be a disadvantage. Indecision is is a disadvantage. Indecisiveness is not something we want in 2021. Indecisiveness is not going to take us to our place of fulfillment. It's not going to take us to our place of greatness. It's not going to take us to our place of happiness and that wonderful place you want to be, where you have all your goals and targets met. Indecision is not your friend. Actually, it's not a friend. It's not my friend. It's not your friend. It's not anyone's friend, because indecision is going to like make you unhappy, basically. So now that we've established that indecision is not a friend, because indecision is the inability, the lack of ability, to make decisions. And we know that decision making is a way of life. I mean, just right from when you get up, in the morning, you have to make decisions on what you want to do, what you want to eat, how you want to take care of your mental health. Everything has to do with decision. If you have to go to the gym, it begins with a decision. Everything, our goals and the targets we want to meet, begins with decisions. So the inability to make decisions is like the inability to operate effectively in life. And that is not something we want for 2021. This year is our year. This year is a year we want to all make progress. It's a year we want to go all out and be the best versions of ourselves. So indecision, I'm going to enumerate a little bit about what are some of the causes of indecision, because many people do not realize that, oh, I have been very indecisive. I have not really been all out, making the right decisions, or I'm not conscious enough to make enough, to take the time to make effective, quality decisions, and that in itself is indecision, not being decisive, about the kind of decisions that you make, the kind of life that you want to live, and being enabled, committed enough to go right ahead and live that life. So right now I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why you may be indecisive, some of the reasons why some of the reasons why people in the world are indecisive. One, fear is the number one reason why people can be indecisive, why people are indecisive. Fear of the consequences of making a decision, fear of the outcome of the choices they make, fear of the unknown, fear of what will people say? So many kinds of fears. Fear of I don't think I'm fear of inability, inability to fulfill or commit to a decision. That fear that, okay, so let's begin the first one. Fear of the consequences, fear of consequences. So some people have these kinds of fear. They fear, oh, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm mistaken? What if I make the wrong decision? What if this doesn't turn out the way I envisaged? What if this doesn't turn out the way I wanted? I want, or what if I face challenges I'm not able to overcome in the future? Who is going to help me? Some people have these fears, and I think this fear, there is a solution to it. But we're going to get to that. We're going to get to the solutions. Another fear is the fear of inability to commit. Some people really want to, like, go to a driving school, learn how to drive. They can see all the advantages, they can see everything good in this decision, but they are unable to commit to it because they fear if they will be able to do it. They have that fear. What if I fail the exams? What if I don't have the time? What if I'm lazy? What if something comes up? What if I have to travel? What if, they have all these many what ifs in their head that keeps them procrastinating to make a decision, keeps them from moving forward. And that fear, there's also a solution to it. We'll get to that. We'll get to all the solutions, but that is a valid fear some people have. Another fear is what will people say? Okay, I want to dye my hair, I want to do this. What will people say? What will people say? I want to get a divorce, or I want to marry, or I want to change my life. What will people say? I want to go to the gym. What will people say? They will laugh at me. Maybe I've lived a certain type of life and I want to change to a new me and have a new life. And people say, what will people say? What will people say shouldn't be something that should draw you back. It should be a fuel for you. People are going to say, yes, you are going to make it. Yes, you're going to get there. Yeah. Why do we think what will people say in the negative? We can think what will people say in the positive, that people are going to be, wow, I'm so inspired by you. Why don't you think like that? Think that, oh, people, what will people say? Oh, people are going to say, I'm so inspired by you, I'm so happy you made this decision, it has helped me to make my own decision. So don't let that fear cripple you. Another reason why people could be faced with indecision is when they overanalyze, overthink, and over ponder on things. You have a matter at hand, you need to make a decision, and you think. All this is like, crippling. It's like crippling you. You're not striking when it's hot because of this over analyzing, overthinking, over everything. So that is another reason why people could be caught in the web of indecision. Another reason why people could be caught in this web of indecision is where there are too many options. You say, I don't know if I want to move to England, I want to move to Canada, I don't want to know if I want to move to the Americas or to the United States. I don't know, I have too many options. Okay, that noise, all over you. You can do this, you can do this. I can be here, I can be there, I can be, and then the options are just too much. There is a solution to that. Another reason why people can be caught in this web is when they have few options, and those options are not really palatable. They're like, this is not really what I want to do, and I'm not really happy, and I want this, but I'm not able to get it, and the options are so few and unpalatable. They don't want to, so they get stuck and be in this rut of indecision. Meanwhile, we know that indecision it's not going to help you. And whatever the situation is, you have to make a decision because you have to keep moving. So that is another thing. Those are so many reasons. Another reason is a lack of self-confidence, lack of belief in yourself. You say, I don't think I can make it, I don't think, all those self-limiting thoughts come to you, and then you shrink away from having to make concrete decision. So indecision, these are some of the reasons why people can be caught in the web of indecision. Now, how do we overcome this? How do we overcome some of these reasons? How do we overcome indecision? Number one, if the fear is the problem, if you have fear, then you have to overcome that fear. You have to confront the fear. What is it exactly that is making me afraid? What is it exactly that is making me fear and draw back? Many a times we find that the reasons could be a lack of information, because where there is darkness, where people are groping in the dark and they don't know what to do, what step to take, how to move forward, is usually because there is darkness, there is no light, no knowledge, no information coming in. So what you need to do is to go ahead and investigate, have get knowledge, investigate, do research in detail about that setting, that matter, that thing you need to make a decision on. Get all the information, do all the studies you need to do, maybe feasibility studies if it's a business, getting more information if it's a marriage proposal you're trying to respond to, getting to know the person. Information, get the information you need, because that is going to eliminate the fear. Nobody fears what he knows in total. If you know something in total, you're not going to be afraid of it. I know this thing, I can't be afraid of it, and that knowledge, remember, knowledge is power. It's going to give you the confidence to go ahead and make the decision that you want to make. So that in this that in, let's get the knowledge you require, get the knowledge, do research, extensive research. However, it depends on the situation. Sometimes you just need one or two information and that's it, but sometimes you have to go ahead and make extensive findings and research and everything. So do what you need to do, get the information you need, investigate what you need to do, and then get to eliminate that fear that is crippling or paralyzing you. Okay, so that is one. Two is if the options are too many or too few, what we can do, the solution to that is to explore. Okay, explore the options, explore, open it. It's like a gift. It's like a gift wrapped up in wrapping paper. So you open it, you explore it, you check out everything. Of course, information, research is going to help you in this, also in this. So you explore the options available to you, explore them in total, explore them and see, oh, okay, this is where this road leads, this is where that leads. You explore everything, and then you say, fine, great, I have explored everything, and these are the options I have left. That is going to help you to reorganize the options that you have, and then eliminate some that, okay, this goes there, I don't want to go there, eliminated. So it's going to help you like fix all the problem of too few or too many. If the problem was the options you have before you are too few, then that is where adaptability comes in. You have to like adapt, and you may also have to compromise. So maybe you have maybe lower your standards, or not, maybe not really lower, but renegotiate your standards and see that, okay, I may not have everything I want, but I can make do with this. Then from this, I can move over to where I want to go. It's like somebody saying, maybe I want to travel to Europe, and I first of all, I can travel to one place, and then from there I go to the other place. So that is it. You have to make your you have to where was I you have to sorry so explore the options that you have, and if the options are too few, adapt and compromise, or renegotiate your standards, renegotiate what it is that you want, make do with what you have. Take advantage of what you have at hand right now and work it to what you want it to be. Work it, and then use that as a springboard to get to where you want to finally get to. Do you understand? So if your options are too few, we have a lot of maybe young people living in areas that have lower opportunities, they don't really have all the resources they require. Make do with what you have. Start with what you have. Don't despair. Start with what you have, and then reorganize, renegotiate, and then use what you have as a springboard to get to where you want to go. It's better late than never. So it may take a little longer to get to where you want to go, but you're going to get there definitely. So that is that. So another where we can overcome indecision is to we said one of the ways people like have to make that make them get caught up in the web of indecision is over analyzing and overthinking. So in that case, all you need to do is to make a timeline. You make a timeline and say, I have from now to 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month, depending on the weight of the decision. You make your timeline and you say, from now to now, give me time to think about this. I'm going to think about it, and by next week I'm going to have a decision. So streamline, have a timeline of when you need to make that decision. That's going to eliminate the problem of overthinking, over analyzing, and all that. It's going to just eliminate all that. Okay, so that is how we can overcome some of these things that make us get into the rut of indecision. Now we're going to go ahead. Okay, we're going to move forward to how to make effective decisions. I'm going to be real quick. One, create a constructive environment. Create a constructive environment. Every time you need to make a decision, there's this mental block some people have. So what you need to do is to relax, create that peace and calm in your space, in your environment, in your mind, so that things can flow naturally, organically. Things can just flow. Okay, number one, create a constructive environment so that you are relaxed and you can make the decisions that you want to make. Two, investigate and research in detail. Oh, I see I have someone online. Thank you so much, Amon. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Thank you. So, two, investigate and research in detail. All right, we said that before. So go right ahead and get the information you need, because this is going to help you to make a decision. And then after you've done this, so I'm going to go through that again. One, create a constructive environment. Then get the information that you need to help you, so that you have all the facts before you, have all this in front of you so that you have all the facts. Investigate, research in detail, and then generate good alternatives. So if this is your plan, have a broader perspective about it so that you can help you to generate good alternatives. So this is our course of action. If something fails, this is what we do. If another fails, this is what we do. So you have good alternatives. You generate them, you create them, you explore the whole thing, and then you create good alternatives to help your commitment, so that you're strong while making the decision. Another thing is to, now that you have everything on the table, you have the information you need, you have a constructive environment, everything is okay. Now you select the best options. You said, okay, good, this best solution. You select it and say, now I've got it. This is what I want to do. And the next thing is to take action. You take action. Also, in some situations, you may need to communicate your decision to either your partners, your business partners, your spouse, your children, people around you. You may need to, your community, you may need to communicate your decision. So don't forget to communicate your decision when you have when you have a decision. Communicate it to the right people you need to communicate it to. All right. And then as you take actions, remember to always evaluate and reevaluate your plans. All right. Okay. Now, someone could ask, is decision making effective decision, is it a skill? Yes, it is a skill. All right, it is a skill, but it is also an internal state of mind that you can summon when you want to, when you need to. When you need to. It's an internal state of mind you can summon when you need to. So don't forget that. If you are someone that hasn't been very decisive all your life, You can begin now because it's a skill you can learn. You can learn, put these things in practice, and begin to learn them one after the other. Learn them one after the other. And before you know, you'll be very, very good at effective decision making. All right, so I think that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. I want you to share this video. I want you to like this video. I want you to tell your friends all about the Tina Fox channel. Yes, I'm a gospel artist, but this year 2021 I have decided to share the little wisdom I've got all through my years of living here. I've decided to share them with you and to live the best life. So, and I want that for you to have the best life ever. Every year is a gift. Every day is a gift. Every second is a gift. Every moment is a gift. So live the best life you can live each and every day of this year, 2021. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me. Bye.